There are 5 things a high converting landing page must have. The bad news is that without these things, chances are very good that you're not only seeing low conversions, but you are losing a lot of money. The good news is that all of these conversion boosters are incredibly simple. A small change here, a little tweak there, and you could be seeing conversion rates like this. And in this video, I will show you how. Keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex coming at you this week with another video to help you master the world of online marketing and messaging. Whether you're trying to grow your email list, write better copy, or create high quality content online, my channel is here to help. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Now let's talk landing pages, aka opt-in pages, squeeze pages, registration pages. Yep, I am talking about any page where the #1 goal is to get leads on your email list so that you can convert the right people into paying customers. Now, did you catch that? Yes, this is very, very important, so please pay attention. You are watching this video because you want to boost your landing page conversion rate, which all sounds good and peachy. I don't think I've said that word in a while, but remember, the purpose of your landing page is to attract qualified leads who are actually interested in what you have to offer them, or else you are wasting a whole lot of your time, effort, money, and energy on getting leads that will never, probably ever, turn into a customer. In fact, they will likely unsubscribe the second they get whatever free thing you promised and delivered to them. So while we go through this list, it is really important that you keep that in mind. Lead quality is greater than conversion rates any day of the week. Now, let's talk about conversion rates, because you might be wondering, okay, Alex, well, what is a good conversion rate and what are the small tweaks that you can make to improve your landing page conversions? Well, I went straight to the source of my landing page data to find this out for you. Here at the Copy Posse, we actually built all of our landing pages on lead pages. And on their blog, they say a common conversion rate for an email opt-in landing page is between 5 and 15%. The companies with the most success tend to convert around 20 to 25%, and the very cream of the crop achieves 30% or higher conversion rates. So if you're currently converting somewhere between 5 to 15%, then congratulations, you are average. That sounds harsh, but you know what I mean. Now, this is likely for the coldest type of traffic, which of course is always going to perform lower than warmer traffic. But what if just a few small tweaks could take you from average to the cream of the crop? Now, take a look at our top performing landing pages here in lead pages. 87%, 85%, 79, 76, 75, 72%. Now, these pages are primarily used in our ads and our content marketing, so not totally cold leads, but not totally hot either. It's kind of a mix of both. These stats should really excite you because what we do is actually so freaking simple. And as you can see, this method works very, very well for getting conversions. So let's talk about a few of the things that we include on all of our landing pages and the small tweaks that you can make like right now to boost your landing page conversion rate. Starting with #1, the most important aspect of your entire landing page, a strong offer. Landing pages come in many different shapes and sizes. There are a lot of different offers out there that a landing page might promote, whether it's getting a free car insurance quote, booking a free consultation call, getting a free chapter of a book, or maybe downloading some sort of a free guide. By the way, this landing page is for one of our free guides and it has a 79% conversion rate. I'll break down exactly what works step by step in this video. And yes, even though you are offering something for free, you are still making an offer. And I think that's something that people need to understand, right? And it better be a good one to warrant someone giving you their email address. This is a big mistake that a lot of marketers and business owners make with landing pages. They just, whip something arbitrary together and they think because it's free, everyone will just flock and want it immediately. Yes, of course, the word free is incredibly powerful in marketing, but if it's not an offer they actually want or something they find really valuable and relevant in their business or life, they will likely just sign up just to close that curiosity loop that's been opened in their mind, and then they will promptly unsubscribe. So while it might look like it's working, it's not. So the first thing you need to ask is this an offer my audience actually wants or needs? Listen, if they aren't interested now, they won't convert into a customer later. It is as simple as that. You could nail everything else on this list. You could have like the sexiest landing page ever created, but if your offer isn't hitting the mark with your audience, you will not see the results you want. So take the time to get this right. And the best way to figure out what your audience actually wants, newsflash, it is to ask them. I do this all of the time in my marketing, and it's how I'm able to continually come up with lead magnets that not only my existing audience wants, but it tells me that more people like them will probably want something like it too. All right, so once you know that your offer is good and it's a fit for your audience, here are the conversion principles you need to include on your landing page. Number 2, focus on a singular benefit. The copy needs to convey a really clear and singular benefit that your visitor can expect after consuming whatever free content or thing, that you're providing them. Why just one benefit? Because we want people to take quick action. We don't want to overwhelm them with all the possibilities and the amazing things that will happen once they get this free thing. Simply point out the number one reason they need this thing in their life and how you can help them. Write high converting social captions and CTAs. Stop writing boring email copy. Get more clicks, engagement, and conversions. Take your copy from drab to fab with these 250 power words. See how all of these are just so simple, only focused on one clear benefit. This isn't a $1,000 product. You don't need to throw in all the bells and whistles and features of this offer. You just need one compelling reason to get your audience to raise their hand and say, yes, I want this, I need this, I desire this. The more valuable you make the free thing, the more irresistible it will be. All right, next up, build trust. Landing pages are very often the first touch point that you have with potential customers, after the ad. So it's not only super important to have the right offer and of course that strong singular benefit in your copy if these people know nothing about you and there's no trust created, right? So you really, really want to get them to trust you, and one of the best ways to do this is by adding social proof, testimonials, or some other form of credibility to your landing page. 92% of people read an online review before buying. So if you're not including anything on your landing page, you could seriously be missing out on conversions. You could do this by asking your previous users to submit testimonials about this free thing. You could showcase screenshots that you get in your DMs from, happy customers or people that you worked with. You could add logos, like as seen on, to really build authority. And of course, you can include an authority bio. Both add serious credibility. And we do these two things on all of our landing pages. You could even utilize the social proof tool like Proof that will pop up a little notification at the bottom showcasing all the recent people who have snagged your free thing. This is something that we're actually going to start experimenting with on all of our pages, so TBD, but just make sure you're adding some sort of trust builder on your landing page. And I shouldn't have to say it, but make sure all of your social proof is real. That's why the little proof notification or like DM screenshots are so great, because they're legit. Nothing will ruin your reputation faster than if you try to create fake testimonials. And I know you guys wouldn't do that, but I just have to say it. All right, there's a couple other things we need to look at, and they're often the biggest mistakes that I see people making on their landing pages. And I'm like, no, why are you doing this? Number 4 is to have one call to action. So you want to focus on one main benefit in your copy, like I mentioned, but you also want to have one consistent call to action. So are you seeing a theme here? Simple is best. Make it easy for your visitors to become leads. Don't make them second guess, right? It takes people less than a second to decide whether they're going to stay or whether they're going to leave the page. So the last thing you want to do is to overwhelm or confuse them with too many options or a nav bar that's got all of these drop downs, right? When I say use one CTA, I mean it, but I don't mean having only just one button. You of course can have multiple buttons on your page, but they should all link to the same thing or the same pop-up to get the same free thing, right? And they could say something like get instant access, which is our go-to, but you could also use something like download now or sign up or get your free quote or whatever, right? But just keep it consistent. The copy might not be super sexy or exciting, but that's kind of the point. It's transactional. You're telling people exactly what you want them to do next. Don't try to be too clever or cute with your copy. You want to leave no room for confusion on exactly where your prospect should click, which leads me to the final final thing on this list, and honestly, it is probably the most important that I will spend tons of time optimizing my pages for this. Number 5, keep it mostly above the fold. So this is something a lot of people overlook, right? They make their pages super fancy, they make their headline really big at the top of the page, and it means that quite often people need to scroll in order to see that first call to action button. But remember, the people coming to your page probably aren't interested in scrolling your page. I mean, they don't even know who you are, maybe, right? They're coming because maybe they saw an ad or some piece of content that was promoting some benefit or result that they want. It piqued their interest just enough to give it a click. But then if they don't immediately see the exact same promise they saw in the ad or the content that drove them there, and there's a disconnect, right? It's not consistent. And if they don't immediately see that CTA that helps them continue down that path to get the thing they want, then they're not going to waste their time scrolling and reading the page and trying to figure out how or where to get it. They'll literally be gone so freaking fast. And this is why it is really, really important to keep your CTA above the fold, keep your messaging consistent, have your headline reflect that like really powerful core benefit, the same one that probably got them to the page, and then show them just how easy it is to get what they want. No scrolling required. And then of course, below the fold, you can add some additional benefits and social proof for those people who really do need maybe a little bit of extra convincing, but still, this should be kept short and to the point. You can see that our landing pages are very short, like embarrassingly short, but we still have conversion rates in the 70s and 80s. So when it comes to landing pages, I mean, you got this already, but simple is better. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to come back to this video and let me know how it goes. And I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. Power words, when used correctly, can transform your overused words and boring copy from drab to fab. But what exactly are power words? Why are they so important? And how can you find and use them to effectively enhance your writing? Well, stay tuned because that's exactly what we're going to cover today.